We are on our way to the east, to South Korea, which might take us a couple more years, if we can make it at all. But right now, reaching this small landlocked country in the southern Caucasus is an extraordinary achievement for us, because this is where I was born in the last days of the then Soviet Socialist Republic of Armenia.
We are entering country number 8 on our amazing world bike tour. About 1 year earlier we set out on our first proper bicycle ride. Since then we've cycled over 6,000 kilometers total, crossing borders physically, mentally and of course, actually.
Unfortunately, riding bicycles is not yet a big thing here, and eventually we end up in a classic Lada, so let's see how this goes.
Barigalus, Hayastan. Made it to the other side. There was a little rain. It's already past 7 in the evening. Challenge now, find a dry spot for the tent. We asked, or actually Arif obviously asked the woman working in the shop if she knows a place where we can put the tent for the night.
Yeah, and she was so nice. We relax here and now we can sleep.
At least if they stop cleaning cars. The first night in the tent after crossing a border is always a bit of a thrill, as we still have to figure out how people react to our presence. Armenian is Arif's mother tongue, so that obviously makes things a lot easier.
Ինչ որ հարցրի մենք էլ ստեղ ենք։
Bare. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah. Our first night was not very good, even though it was dry here, which was great.
Because it rained in the night again.
Yeah. But it was super loud. Lots of cars, trucks, motorcyclists, people here at the cafe chatting.
Little children coming to check what's going on. Hello. Or you try to sleep.
Yeah.
Bye, Louis.
Well, at least the rain has stopped and the air is clean and fresh, perfect for a long day in the saddle.
Shatamua. Very tasty peach. Didn't take very long. We cycled about 10 kilometers. They're like, stop. So they gave us peach. They wanted to give us a whole bucket of peaches. We're like, no, thanks. We can have one. It's very tasty, super juicy. Amazing.
These great peaches. This is Hrant. We are in Hrant's wonderful garden. Yeah, he has everything. Peaches, kiwis, black pepper. Have a look.
They look good.
Շատ լավն է։
Ամեն մի ծառը մի հատ երեխա է։
Haran says each tree is like a child. So you have to take care of each tree as a child. He has many children.
Apparently we have a traffic jam here. Maybe it's roadworks. Hopefully no accident. See, you're always quicker with a bicycle. Always. Love this. Hi.
We found this nice rusty umbrella for our break. And let's see, what do we have to eat, Matthias?
Bread and then some vegetable stew, Ozun, which is sour yogurt. And a cucumber.
After a little lunch break under this beautiful Soviet steel umbrella, we continue our way on the M6 road along the Debet River.
Oh, this very nice valley, almost a canyon, very narrow, steep angles both sides. Here goes the train line on the other side of the river that connects Tbilisi with Yerevan. Not a lot of traffic there, but I think there's 1 or 2 trains per day which you can take, and I think it's a nice train ride to make. Beautiful landscape. If you are like me and you like rusty stuff, rusty old stuff, any former Soviet Union country is a great place to visit, because yeah, they have a lot of old rusty stuff standing around. We are approaching a town that has an industrial history.
We are in Alaverdi. At the end of the 19th century, the region flourished through the growing Russian and French investments. Already in 1903, the copper produced in the Alaverdi region made up about 13% of the entire Russian Empire's output, and it didn't stop there. During the Soviet rule, the mining and smelting operations were extended and Alaverdi grew to a city. Eventually, even a cable car was built to connect the newer parts of the city with the workplaces down in the gorge.
Until a few years ago, the city of Alaverdi and its surrounding landscape left the impression of a bleak settlement after a nuclear catastrophe. The gigantic copper mining operation had transformed the area into a swamp of toxic waste that enveloped everything into a veil of smog and ash. Since the plant ceded its operations in 2017 due to bankruptcy, the natural environment has reawakened. Alaverdi is in fact a historical and architectural gem that offers many tantalizing sights for visitors interested in Soviet urban development, industrialization and engineering. As we are in Armenia, the first country to adopt Christianity as a state religion, the whole country is stuffed with old and beautiful churches. Therefore, we decide to climb out of this steep gorge towards Ozun, which has a famous church, the Church of Ozun.
We almost made it up to Ozun, which is over there. Woo! Ooh, yeah. Steep. If there was water here, I absolutely would put the tent here because I'm so tired and I can't.
Maybe if we are lucky, we can camp at the church.
Let's see.
He's talking to the car. Where are you going? Where are you going?
Just met somewhere. Just next to the canyon. And he also invited us to stay at his place, but our says we first check at the church. Could be nice too. They have a very important church here, so we'll check the church, but he gave us his number, and in case that's not possible, we can stay at his place too.
Expecting a rather quiet and small village church where we could rest after a hard day in the saddle, we're in for a proper surprise. This Armenian apostolic basilica was finished in the 8th century and it's quite busy.
We made it to the church of Ozun. Churches are usually a very quiet place.
I don't know, not in Armenia.
Not so much here.
Churches are a place for picnic, for playing, and have a look at this.
Գերմանիայից գալիս եք։ Ձմեռվանուց։
Այստեղ մեր շորերն, մեր վրան, մեր խորանոց, մեր տունը ստեղ է։
Իսկ Երևանը հետո որտեղ
Հետո ուզում են գնալ Պարսկաստան։
Սա հեծանի ով։
Պարսկաստանից հետո ուզում են գնալ։ Ուզում են շնենալ։
Ջան, միատից տվեք են երեխեքին հետ։ Ինձ տվեք են երեխեքին։ Եկեք լայք։
I guess we found a lot of customers for our stickers today.
Երեխեք, ապեր, մեծ եք, կաման, հետ դարեք։ Այս կամը տվեք տվել է։ Իրան չեք տվել, իրան չեք տվել, ու տվել։ Всё, գնացեք, նայս յունախ չկանը կպակ, ու պագվեք։ Всё, պագվեք։ Չէ, հերիքա։ Հերիքա, всё։
Okay. We survived the church. At one moment, they just left me alone with like 30 kids that asked me a lot of questions. It was funny. This is Anahit.
Met Anahit, Samuel's daughter.
Now, his daughter is leading us to their place.
Yeah.
We are on a little road trip with Samuel and his kids. Valdus, good morning. Yeah, we are riding a very typical car that you see a lot in Armenia. It's an 07. What's the company? Is it a Lada?
Yes.
Huh? Lada 07. Classic car.
The second stop of our little Lada road trip is Saint Nishan, a small chapel right at the cliff from where we have a wonderful view over the whole Dabbet Canyon. It belongs to the Horomir monastery down in the gorge.
And now we are going for another place, so the tour got extended a little bit. Merci schön.
Կարտա դրած ավտով, BMW-ով օրինակ, ես չամեմ կարաս ես գնաս, մի հատ գնաս ընդեղից էվակուատոր ես կանչելու որ տանես։
Well, depends on which one, but generally I guess most cars from Germany would have a slight problem here, because the suspension is way too stiff. I mean, you look at the road. According to the legend of the village, there was a big snake attacking the village, and the snake killed 7 villagers. But the man Hofan from Ozun, from the village, he managed to stab the snake with his walking stick. Over time, the whole snake turned to stone, and it started giving healing water.
Which I will give you now, you can drink it.
So let's see.
The water I took
The holy healing water from Ozun.
the belly button of the snake. Spasi Janik, spasi Sagalisem.
That's one of the better ones, I have to say.
Next, we head to the edge of the cliff again, where we give the 07 and our drone a good spin. What a sight, right? Obviously, I'm talking about Zambel's Lada 2107, also nicknamed Zhiguli, like the whole bunch of Fiat 124 based models introduced back in 1979 in the Soviet Union. The now iconic car is omnipresent in the countryside of Armenia and many other former Soviet countries, even though its production ended in 2012.
It is the world's third best-selling single-generation automobile platform after the Volkswagen Beetle and the Ford Model T, and one of the longest production-run platforms. A lovable, little rickety box that is virtually unstoppable in remote areas with bad roads thanks to its rear-wheel drive and simple, easily repairable technology. Ինչ ես հավաքում։
Խխունջ։
Բա հետո ինչ ես անելու այդ խխունջը։
Դու եմ հավերին տամ։
Սիրում են, ուտում են։
Next, we collect snail shells for Samuel's chicken, and a little further south we oversee even more ruins of another monastery before our little excursion ends.
If I see right, his wife already prepared lunch, so we'll most likely stay for lunch and then head on. Even though they try to make us stay another night, but we need to keep going every day a little bit. So.
Home-cooked food in Armenia is fantastic with loads of variety, even more so in the countryside. Everything on the table is homegrown and made by Samvel and his wife or relatives in the village. Armenians, like most of their neighbors, are very hospitable, and no matter how little they might have, they will not stop bringing more food to the table until you're literally stuffed. Having been to Armenia many times before, I learned how important the tradition of toasting is, so I give my best to be a good guest, eating loads of the tasty food and giving a toast.
Նպատակներին ու երազանքներին անպայման հասնեք.
Good people should prosper and well, obviously very good people. Thank you very much.
Before heading on, we pass by the church of Ozun again, and the yard is still full of children.
We are leaving Ozun, this beautiful village with great memories. Hi, Join us again next time as we meet other long-distance cyclists on great adventures and reach our first huge milestone, my hometown Yerevan, the capital of Armenia.
Hey, we are Arif and Matthias, a couple of independent amateur filmmakers on an unsupported journey around our planet.
In late 2021, we sold our belongings and set out to explore, grow, and show the world as we see it, in the hope to inspire some people along the way. If you like what we do, it would be great if you could help us out.
Editing this type of unscripted and spontaneous documentaries takes a huge amount of time and effort, which is why roughly 50% of our rapidly shrinking budget goes into this channel. On average, we receive about 30 euros from YouTube ads per month, which helps, but is only a fraction of what we actually spend on creating a single episode. We can't continue this much longer, and well, maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we just suck at this, and that's fair enough. But if you think otherwise and want to give us more time, here's what you can do.
This is crucial for small creators like us. Subscribe if you haven't already. Activate all notifications. Watch each episode to the very end. And of course, like, comment and share them.
This will make our content visible to more people, and therefore it might become sustainable at some point.
In the meantime, you can also join our amazing contributors on buymeacoffee.com/aworldbiketour.
Through Buy Me a Coffee, you can support our content creation by topping up our budget. We have several additional terabytes of material, and we can tell you with confidence, the best is yet to come.
Anyhow, thanks for watching. Until next time.
And may the wind be in your back.